When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Hey everyone, it's Jamar Denzel here, and today we're going to tackle one of the most common struggles for creators, and that's setting a rate. So whether you're a photographer, a videographer, or both, or even a model, a makeup artist, whatever, if you're a creative, I know it can be overwhelming to set rates. So we're going to break it down step by step. We're going to also talk about some of the average rates for photographers and videographers here where I'm located at in the Washington, D.C. area. And then we're also going to calculate what our cost of business is, or COB, and cost of living, COL. Combine those two together, and then we're going to create a day rate and an hourly rate. So let's get started. So first, let's talk averages. Here in the Washington, D.C. area, I know as a photographer or a videographer, you can charge anywhere between $100 to $500 per hour for the services that you provide. This could be for portraits, events, weddings, or commercial work. The more complex it is, the more gear and the more crew that you have, the more hourly rate that you can charge. But these are just averages. Your rate should really just reflect your skills, your experiences, and most importantly, your expenses. So the question is, how do you figure out your rate? How do you figure out what your rate should be? So that's where your COB and your COL comes into place. We're going to break this down. So on one side, you should have your cost of business. This is all the money that it takes for you to run your creative hustle. This includes all of your gear, your cameras, your lights, your lenses. It's software. Subscriptions like Adobe and Music Bed. I pay $100 for Music Bed, $57 for all those things add up. Studio rent, home office costs, insurance, transportation. The key of it is, even if you don't have these things yet, I would say add it to your COB so you're prepared for it. So let's just say all of these costs add up to about $20,000 a year. That's roughly $1,700 every single month you need to run your business. Now you know that, you have that number in your head, so now you can cover all of your expenses. Now let's talk cost of living. What it takes for you to survive and thrive. Add up all your rent, your utilities, your groceries, health insurance. Even if you don't have it, you need it, so include it. Car payments, and anything else essential that you could think of that you need for your personal self. So let's just add all that up, and let's say it roughs up about $4,000. That's $48,000 annually. So what you're going to want to do is combine this cost of living with your cost of business. And that will tell you that you need to generate $68,000 a year in order for you to just survive, in order for you to break even. So if you want to grow, let's see how we could turn that into a rate. So first, to figure out your rate, let's consider how many projects we want to realistically take on within a year. So let's say we want to do 100 projects within a year. That's roughly maybe, I think, 7 to 8 projects a month. You're going to divide your expenses by 68,000 to 100 projects. That's $680 per project. Now, each project can be about 10 or maybe even 8 hours, but let's go with 8 hours. If it's an 8-hour day, which most photography days is, that's 68 times 8, which is $544. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to factor in taxes and profit margins, and if you want to take some time off. So your hourly rate can actually be anywhere between $85 to $100. So that means your day rate can be anywhere between $700 to $800 a day. The key to everything is to charge what you value, but also cover all your expenses. So there you have it, straightforward way to create your creative rate using cost of business and cost of living. Remember, these numbers will evolve as your skills grow and your goals change and your life circumstances may shift. If this happens to help you, please leave a comment below with your biggest takeaway or question, and don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share this post with your creative friends. Now, let's all thrive together and get to this money.